folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
To about the 26 here. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. second down. Here's Barkley again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here's a carry heading left. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coaching the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Another try for Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 3. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And again, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback.
There he goes right side. And he is into into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
51 yards.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On third and long, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
He's got a man complete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those